I found myself almost like a little bit annoyed lately that at the like amount of times that I hear about Toontown. I mean, that's like a half truth, not even. But like, you know, when I was a kid, uh this game was like so fucking important to me, and I found it on my own. Like, there was no fucking uh there was no hey, check this out. I had no friends basically. I you know, I was like a completely different kid, like away from school, to where I would probably be like unrecognizable. Like being out of school and at my house and being and living was like such a like a decompression. Um, Even as a child, I feel like. So playing Toontown on my mom's laptop as it like fucking overheats on my lap. Or like I think I would like follow my mom around the house with her laptop and just put it on. I have like a memory of putting her laptop on my parents' bed as she was like in the room, and it was I kept getting this thing, the unexpectedly broken error, and I don't know if this ever happened to anyone else, but for me, it was like literally like constantly every I couldn't get into the game, and it would upset me so much I'd just start crying, and I would just keep trying to log in and keep typing in my password or whatever, and just every every single time it would load right up. Like sometimes it wouldn't even load. It just fucking sucked. But I it's a sacred kind of feeling, and sometimes like you hear about Toontown and you hear about it in such a way that's like it's like this thing that we all somehow manage to like share. Like so many people, not even just like Gen Zers from like I was born in 1999. Uh, there's plenty of people that played it who are a lot older when it was coming out. Fucking stalker. But like an old friend of mine is quite a bit older than me, I guess. And he was already like well introduced to the internet and life long before I was introduced to the tuner town. But anyway, like it's just kind of like sometimes when I think about it, it's funny. Sometimes I'm just like, oh man, that's kind of funny how it's like, how did I end up around? Like, I thought I was gonna be like a COD editor. I thought I was gonna be so detached from any fucking like brony like nerd shit. Or however I would have kind of viewed that type thing in such a specific light. Just like fag shit, I think is what I mean. But I never viewed this game like that. But I think it's just kind of funny how I ended up having like so many friends in my life that I hadn't like met through this game, but we bonded about this game in like in serious ways, not in like ways that were just like Oh my god, Toontown, bro! Like, oh my god, you played this shit too? Oh my god, yeah, the game's so gay. just like actual friendships that were started and fucking perpetuated into Stardust that involved this game. Like, I know a lot of motherfuckers that know this game. Like, actually, pretty much like everyone I know has some kind of relationship with this game, some kind of relation. And it's sometimes like it's moments like that where it's like it's breathing a certain type of life into it, but it's also sometimes you have moments where it's like taken away from that a bit, you know? Like you gotta recede. You gotta recede back into your own sometimes. That's how I feel about myself a lot. Is like when shit gets too much, like when shit gets too hectic, I have to go kind of be alone with my thing. Not my, well, that too, I guess. But whatever thing it is. I get that a lot. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just how I am, I guess. So, you know, in the respect of Tuner Town, it's like I grew up with this thing, it's like so important to me, and then it's almost like people like saturating about it everywhere kind of makes it feel a little bit devalued. But it's a beautiful thing, you know, it's like great to imagine that everyone, even Tuba Nation, has like some kind of fucking tune experience. As do people with every other fucking game. Hey, can you shut the fuck up? When I was a bit younger, I had this a little bit of this phenomenon with a band I like, and it wasn't like a gatekeep mindset. I've never really been into that. That's not even really a word in my thoughts, but when I was like 18 and 19, I think, I went through this major Nirvana phase. Maybe a little late for that, huh? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't think so. Like, I remember one time my friend told me he had his Pink Floyd phase when he was like 14, and I was like, really? That seems a little young to be really digesting what's happening in their music. So I guess you're done with those guys, huh? What are you at now? Like breakcore? But yeah, I had a big Nirvana kick. And I was going through all the fucking, you know, all the emails, man, all the fucking documents, doing all the research. Damn, I got a lot from that. I don't know if I've been getting a lot. I haven't been paying attention. And, you know, the thing is like, when I was 6, my brother died. That was, like, right with the thing, sorry. And then I laughed, and it just made it even worse. But, you know, he pretty much showed me a lot of the music. He got me a good start in giving a shit about music, and I had to realize a bit later in life that I gave a shit about it, but which is probably kind of normal. But I was about to go on a tangent there. I don't know if it's worth it though. Like actually deciding on that for once. Do I say the thing? That will get me banned from Twitter. I saw a post one time that said something like, I really don't know what it said. I would just be like majorly paraphrasing, but it said something like, guys learning things about life that I knew when I was 14, and I guess it's from like the perspective of like a chick. I feel that a lot in life. I feel like I'm a major late bloomer. Like a lot of my life has just been discovering that certain shit's actually like important, and it's not that I didn't think it was important, I just didn't think about it at all. I didn't think about things passionately until I started to. You realize there's importance in like everything, or value in everything. And there's still like a thing of that, you know? Making a new Tune account. There's value to that. You just gotta search for it within yourself, man. Fucking stop being a bitch and just do it, you fucking pussy ass bitch. But yeah, so obviously like his favorite band, I guess, was Nirvana. And you know, there's this whole lore where like he wanted to go to a concert because, you know, he was around for them. He was born in like 1980, I think. Doxed a dead man. It's alright. I don't think he cares. Or, you know, I don't think you can find him. What? But he really wanted to go to like a concert, and my mom wouldn't take him. And then you know, then it was too late. And he never got to. And you know, one could say it actually really paved the way for his existence and set him on course for the rest of his life. I believe in that. I believe in it for myself. So I guess. I had to think about that for a sec. I always do. Everything's a double thought, a double taker. Anyway, so, you know, like, it goes without saying, I guess, that it's like, I feel like I had a different connection to Nirvana than a lot of people. And who knows, I mean, I'm sure that there's, of course, a ton of people with that kind of feeling or experience about it. But, you know, whenever I listen to anything that he ever showed me, I have this, like, appreciation for it, but I also have this kind of, like, pit inside me that never really goes away. Even if it's like, even if I listen to the music a lot and stuff and just really just milk it. That's a good song by them. It just never really goes away. Fucking bitch. I'm trying to talk about my woes here, Gary the Third. And you're just squirting the hoop for me. So it's like you know what else? I can't do probably a real better job explaining it, but yeah, man, fucking just it felt more important to me than it ever felt like it was to other people. Like people, I'm glad that it's so appreciated, but at the same time, I feel like I have like a unique connection and understanding that it's like other people just thought Kurt Cobain was like a badass or something. Or some people just think he's hot, or some people just think he writes good music. But man, I had moments where like I had like life-defining moments, really, like multiple times. A call of the void, so to speak, and among plenty of other things. And so I get to feeling that way about a lot of stuff. Like Toontown is just like it's cool that everyone's around and has this similar memories, but it's like none of these memories are fucking mine. All I have is my own, and there's a beauty to that, but there's also like a I don't know if there's anyone out there that gets it like I get it, and that's okay. I'm not saying like I'm the ultimate tuner. I'm not saying that at all. Definitely. It's hard to even say or know what I'm saying. I think I pretty much already said it. I think maybe what I'm saying is that I feel a lacking in connection to people. Like it's almost like you grew up thinking you had this unique experience as well, and then you realize that like fucking skillions of other people had the same kind of experience with the same thing. And you're like, oh. And it always is a slightly edged, like sucky feeling-ish thing when it's like people don't have the same appreciation for something as you do. Cause why not? But you know, at that point it's just getting into like the who gives a fuck. Like what, you know, what is coming out inside me by saying stuff like that? It's just weirdo shit, I guess. But that's just that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. It's just like a little bit outnumbered about it all. Like I love Toontown, man. And the nostalgia and like the beauty I had with this game as a child is almost like gone because I feel like so many new experiences or just thoughts about the game have crowded their way in front of it all. And I'm not liking that. It's got a sour taste. Bittersweet, I guess. Like I miss this game. Doesn't really feel like I'm playing it right now, I just miss it. I still miss being the only one I knew who knew what it was. Shout out to Christo.